to Three Little Owls Budgets. My name is Amber. It has been a while since I have filmed, and so I will get into a bit of a story time. Oh, if you can hear that clunk, that is where I'm keeping my coins for now, which I will get into. So I've added some things to my setup. I have my little owl here for when I start my scratch-offs. I have taken a bit of a break from watching cash stuffing videos. I've been keeping up with the group and the community, but not watching everything every time it comes out. I had to finish some training for work, lots of busy things going on with the kids, and I knew that while I had a setup for cash stuffing, I still had no idea how I was going to start, where I was going to take it, what my goals were. So I took part in the secret sale that Wednesday Plans had on WhatsApp. I didn't get this one with it, but oh my gosh, I love it. I got this pebble binder with it though, and it's gorgeous, honestly. The quality, she doesn't lie, she's so sweet. Anyway, what I did get though, which is why that is important, is this savings challenge, this 2026 one. So that sort of helped me with what I would like to do the next few months and into 2026. If my camera jiggles, I'm so sorry. I am very much using a budget setup, so the tripod is not the best. Anyway, I started looking at my binders and I realized they were stuffed full of all the challenges. I bought a couple of mystery boxes, or no, sorry, I bought Studio Lane, goes back to the 90s, and Studio Budget's Christmas box, so it was full and I just got very overwhelmed. So yesterday, because I finally had a couple days to myself to sort the house out, clean my kitchen, which I am posting videos of that on TikTok if you want to see how messy my life has got. So yesterday I spread all of my trackers out on the floor and thought I need to get my head around what I want to do. So Christmas this year, I won't be doing lots of challenges. I'll be doing a few. I want to really have, you know, a bit of a smaller budget because I have a very big goal for this time next year. So I got this lovely, beautiful dashboard from Studio Budgets and these wallets to go with it. I'm in love. I cannot wait to put money in them. These are gorgeous. And the pictures are beautiful, and I was actually so surprised. I didn't expect to get those. So I divided that with another dashboard from Studio Budgets. I have no idea where this came from. I'm so sorry. I'm so impressed with all the channels I watch that they can remember where everything came from for the most part. So I'm so sorry if that's yours. Tag yourself. I just can't remember. So in here I have snow globe stall. I've got Jolly Pines tree decorating. And what I've been most worried about is that, oh, I need to set this up as well, is that I will, you know, it's the challenges where I have to pick the savings amount because I let myself down a lot. I won't, I'll just change it, you know. This is just the dashboard for gingerbread and glaze, but let me show you. I'll change the amounts. I won't stick to it if it's something I choose, and I do want to get better at it. So we have here Gingerbread and Glaze. The local bakery Gingerbread and Glaze are hosting their annual gingerbread house competition. You've been put in charge of ranking the gingerbread houses, but you're feeling a little under pressure. You take your trusty 20-sided dice with you and decide to roll and rank each house based on what you roll. Roll the dice, write that number in the badge next to the house, and save that amount. And I think it's so cute because if I roll a dice, then that's it. That's the number I have to save. And gingerbread houses have always been a tradition for me. Even in my 20s, before I had kids, I would sit alone in the living room. I'd have A Christmas Story on, which is an American film, and I would decorate my own gingerbread house. And I try and do that most years with my kids now, but the gingerbread houses here, I'm not gonna lie, they're just not the same. But that's okay. So, and then I've got Frosted Wishes Cottage, Scratch Off. Anyway, oh gosh, some of these have not been pushed through because I got so overwhelmed I didn't know where to start. So going back to what I said about little snowman, this one's so cute. You draw the snowman. I won't finish all these challenges between now and Christmas. I'm very lucky that the job I started, I worked for a couple of weeks in July, was paid for the whole month, and I'm being paid over the summer. But other things, expensive, catching up on debt, going on holiday, it's a big thing. So I will try and complete 2 or 3. It is going to be a priority. I would have loved to have done Christmas in July, but it just wasn't going to happen, guys. I didn't start earning money in enough time. But any ones that I don't finish between now and Christmas will just roll over to 2026. Because I do have this lovely binder from Essex Cash Stuffing. And it saves 1,000 pounds. And I think I did film a video previously where I put 20 pounds in it. Well, that didn't stick, did it? Because that's how desperate it's been. But we're on the right track now. So I have this to motivate me for next year. So anything, oh, I knocked the camera again, I'm so sorry. Anything that will roll over will go into there. So then we have, let's start from this side. I want a new one of these, by the way. I don't hate them, but I want to replace my binders. Probably with these gorgeous Wednesday Plans ones, or more the checkered ones. This is this back to school binder, I've decided. So another selection of challenges and dashboards from Studio Budget. So we have uniform, shoes and coats, snack money, teacher gifts, and trips, and miscellaneous. So throughout the year, I'll just top this up. I will probably do it as a game day. When I get back from my holiday, the last weekend, which is not great in the UK, is it, to get back the last weekend and go shopping. I will have to buy them some things, but then the uniform changes after October half term, then they'll need coats and jumpers, so that's what that's for. Then I have, and I'm so sorry, I had no idea how big this challenge scratch off was gonna be when I ordered it. So to Twisted Spine, I apologize because I demolished it trying to hole punch it into my binder, but this is so I can remember what it's for. So I need to get something cuter. It's a build month ahead. So living the dream, and this kind is right up my alley, my style. I'm so sorry. Right, I'm gonna get you out. I did try terribly. This is why I don't sell things on Etsy. So this is 1,000 pounds. And of course, we all want to get month ahead. Most of us do. So I have Happy Hands from Essex Cash Stuffing. Studio Budget Lane goes back to the 90s. Now, I'm very excited to start these challenges. And I will say, because I have little fingers running around the house, my cube got colored. I have cleaned it off now, but there we are. So, He Loves Me Not. What's on tonight? And then another I Love Someone with Autism, Essex Cash Stuffing. So this will be the start of building my month ahead. I just said that again, didn't I? And poor thing, I don't know if I can rebuy it and ask them to make it smaller. She believed she could, so she did, you know. Anyway, what was stopping me from actually starting cash stuffing before was that I did not have a clue, guys. I didn't have a clue. I didn't know what each binder was supposed to be for. And I just spent money I didn't have on the binders, which defeats the purpose, doesn't it? Now, this one, I want to say I got these stickers from Wednesday Plans. I didn't get the binder from there. That's not in there because this binder, oh, the trackers are from there. See, I'm so sorry. This one I haven't set up yet because I need more envelopes, I think. But what I'll do is, and it just clicked in my head in the kitchen while I was cleaning, what I would use this one for, and I can't remember now. But we have Bunny, Hop Hop. They're so cute. We have New Year, Anniversary. I guess that'll be to myself. Bonfire Night, Father's Day loot, Love is in the Air, and Mother's Day. Annoyingly for me, Mother's Day in the UK is usually around my birthday, which is fine. It's just, it's weird to get used to it still. I've been here 13 years, and in America, Mother's Day is in May. I don't know why it's different, because Father's Day is the same. It makes no sense to me. And now it's going to bug me that I can't remember what I said I would make this for. Maybe, oh, I don't know. It's going to drive me nuts. I'll have to put it in the comments if it comes to me. Anyway, I won't start that yet because it's just, I can't. I will need to try and do some of the uniform stuff a month ahead if I can, but I have a really big project that I need to save for, and I've done it again. I'm sorry, with Pretty Woman. Just absolutely ruined it. I'm so sorry. Right, let's see, what's this one? Self-care. Okay, it's supposed to be my self-care binder, which I do need to prioritize in 2026. I have a lot of, luckily I'm so grateful, I have a lot of help with my kids so that I can get to work from my mom, but I haven't prioritized actually looking after myself so I can be the best version for them. It's been a very overwhelming training year. So we have Robin the Savings, Rosebud's Budgets. Now this isn't for car, but I had bored Happy Hands the other night who needed something to do, so I let him stick a label on there. But I'm very excited to use this one. It does stress me out that I have to pick my amounts, but I'm gonna roll a dice and that will be that. No criticism to the dashboard because I have no self-control and that's my fault. And Rosebud's Budgets was one of the first channels I started to watch in the UK, that one, and Essex Cash Stuffing, and then I found Cherry Blossom and Eva, and it's just been wonderful. Okay, so excited for this one. It's The Rocking Witch. And I thought I would focus, this one will be for clothes for me because I'm also on a weight loss journey, self-care journey, healthy journey, whichever way you want to call it. I did get the Studio Budget subscription from Studio Budgets when I did my order. It was probably like 4 or 5 months ago now. And then I did ask her if that meant that it would come out again, but I couldn't tell because I hadn't seen, maybe I didn't do it right, and I know that she's busy on holiday and all the things, so I do need to get back to her. But I want to dance with some bunny. So cute. So cute. And then we have, because I thought it was really fitting to go in a self-care binder, is this one. And when I listen to Emma at Wednesday Plans, her voice really is so soothing. I'm sure she hears that all the time. Mine is tricky, because if I want to say something loudly, it goes high-pitched and screechy. We have kintsugi. In Japan, broken objects are often repaired with gold. The flaw is seen as a unique piece of the object's history, adding to its beauty. And I thought it fit the theme of me rebuilding myself just for myself in 2026. So I think with self-care, it will be small amounts for each of the challenges, apart from who knows what's in I Want to Dance with Somebody Who Loves Me. Anyway, I love that one. And I just think it's really thoughtful and peaceful, which is what I'm aiming for. I did get this binder off of Vinted, so I don't know if it was, you know, sourced from someone locally first, but I fell in love with it, and I'm in my dark green. It reminds me of Taylor Swift's jacket and bodysuit she wore on the Reputation tour when she was singing All Too Well. Anyway, fellow Swiftie here if you're there. Okay, now we'll get to, these are like butter, honestly they are. Butter. My son has started to make fun of my accent because he's very much Suffolk and I am not. Annabelle, my daughter, is a mixture, but in my ear I hear more American than British in her, so we take turns saying things like bath and grass and butter and water, and now he says, can I have some water? And it sounds really strange. Anyway, we have the 2026. So this is my 2026 binder, and this is the big project, okay? So it does say save 26 hearts in 2026, and there are 26 hearts in black and drawn in black. So, but what I've decided to do is with those ones, each heart is 100 pounds. But the purple hearts in the background are going to be saved for as well. And they will be 5 pounds or dollars. And I'll get into that in just a second. So, thanks to getting a shout out from Rosebud's Budgets when I had changed my channel from, excuse me, Donna. Sorry. Oh gosh. When I changed my channel from the Vegas Saver to what I am now, she gave me a lovely shout out. And had mentioned that, you know, I'm American, but I live over here, and that is what this binder is for. So again, these trackers are from Studio Budgets. We have flight, travel documents, accommodation, spending, clothes, toiletries, miscellaneous, and I do have one Christmas in there. Because I feel like I need to ask if anyone has this tracker, or because you're so used to cash stuffing, you know what I'm supposed to do with it. Obviously, I think that's a spinner, right? But I don't understand how to do the dashboard. So if anybody knows, yeah, that would be helpful. I will message her, but I just figured if you do know, leave it in the comments. So there we are. Okay, so I have not been home since Christmas 2020, and that was a flight that was a gift, so it wasn't a flight that I had to pay for. Of course, I needed to get our passports. Because we're dual citizens, we have to fly into America on an American passport. So I thought, oh, well, it's been a really long time. I haven't seen my sister. She's moved states. Her husband's in the military. My nephew just turned 6, and my son is 6. They're 9 months apart. We're twins. It's a whole thing. And I thought, well, I'm never going to get to go unless I save, because you can't just book a trip to a normal place in America at a travel agent's and pay monthly like I did with Greece and Portugal and Barcelona. And then I went into my travel agents, and this lovely woman who's my favorite, she said, no, we can do it for you. You just have to book 3 days minimum accommodation. So that is the plan. I'm going to book 3 days accommodation even if I don't use it. And we're going to go. So I can make a £99 per person deposit at the end of September. And that's also around Annabelle's 10th birthday. I have a 10-year-old. I don't know how that happened, but this is very important to me, and it's the first time I'm taking the kids home and fully funding it myself. I was very lucky that the first time I went home after I'd moved and then had Annabelle, my sister, let me start again. My sister's new father-in-law paid for me and Annabelle to come so we could be in her wedding. And then 2 months later, my dad paid for us to go see him for Thanksgiving. And then Christmas 2020, which was 3 years after that, it was supposed to be March 2020, but COVID happened. We were supposed to celebrate our 30th birthday together. Anyway, that wasn't a trip that I paid for either, apart from spending money. So this one is the first time it will just be on me, which is fine, but I need to make it a priority. So that's what this binder's for. This one will be filled the most. And yeah, it just has to be. Even if I use other ones in here as game days, I might pull out like a game day envelope for it. I'm working on it, but I know I'm committed. Like, that's my focus. So I did fill this in my last video, starting it. So I will be doing dollar stuffings as well for spending money. I don't know. Annabelle's passport won't need renewing. Mine does though, my American one and Arthur's American one. They both need renewing, which is such a pain because mine's expired. I need to renew it, and then I need to request a replacement social security number for my son in order to renew his, because it never arrived because it was COVID, and there we are. So that is my goal. I have a focus now, so I'm not so afraid of the cash stuffing, if that makes sense. I've got my Wednesday pounds. I did get these envelopes as well with the binder. an Emma's Secret Sale on WhatsApp, and it was so fun. I lost every single game, even though on my view I definitely won at least one, but I know whatever Emma sees on her screen goes, and that's fine. It just makes you want to play again, doesn't it? Okay, so we do have these. Now this is going to be my house care binder, and I really do need to get prettier things. If anyone knows how I can make this look, that's just terrible, isn't it? Anyway, we have our little mini savers from Wednesday plans. Pound per sweet, save 30, save £5 each fish, £2 each flour, and £2 for each fruit. One for the basket, and those are lovely. I have put my £2 coins into my little owl, but at least I could have something to mark it off with when I get new ones. So we can put that in. I just love the gold as well. I mean, I don't like gold on me, but gold against the green is really pretty. Okay, then we have Costco. I'm so excited. There's nothing like a Costco hot dog. I can't explain it. I do have a membership. I haven't been in person yet to verify my ID, but I had a feeling that wouldn't stay because I'm not using proper Sharpies yet. I'm still saving for them. But I have decided to make this a biggie. So we have, if I roll an odd number, I save 50 for a turkey. If I roll an even number, I save 20 for a trolley. So I think that ends up being 840 pounds. Now some people are probably thinking, well, that's just ridiculous, just for Costco. But you do save money on things when you buy them in bulk. I was watching this podcast where this guy has said, you know, people who are facing poverty or they're having trouble with the cost of living crisis, they suffer and spend more because they can't buy in bulk. And I did the math, and he's so right. You know, they make, they'll make a ketchup bottle, say like 750 ml. It'll be what, like £4 something, but it will last you so much longer than if you paid $3.50 or $3.89 for a small bottle. You know, but if you're penny pinching like I have been the last few years, it makes a difference. So then we have not all disabilities are visible. Again, I'll roll for that and I'll stick to it because this is important to me. The house care, of course, will go slowly because America is such a big priority. And that trip, because again, I'm paying for myself, my 2 kids on the plane. But I went through a really hard time motivationally the last few months and let the house get away from me. Like, if you don't believe me, you can go on my TikTok. I have no shame, but yeah. Anyway, now that it's getting back together, I do want to embrace the fact that I will be living here probably for a few more years. So I want it to look nice and inviting and relaxing because chaos will meet me as soon as I leave the front door. Right, I'm so excited for your having a giraffe. It just makes me laugh even when I say it. So yeah, each leaf equals. And they're so itty bitty, and that's a slow burn for me, which is good. Maybe I'll make it a 50p one. I don't want to sit here on camera and count how many leaves there are, but I'm just very excited for it. And I do have some things in my shopping cart on Wednesday Plans website to go along with this because I love this my home. Like, the aesthetics of it are gorgeous, and I just want it to be really peaceful, especially for the kids when they come home. This is the first time since becoming a mom that I will be working full-time, Monday to Friday, and I am nervous about it because Arthur's only 6, so we're gonna need all the peace and quiet we can get. And then we have rainbow fish, which was one of my first trackers I ever bought because it reminds me of the book, and I loved it. I remember being a kid and I loved the feeling of the scales. So that is my home binder. I really wish I could remember what I said the pink one was going to be for. I don't know. Maybe I'll do like just a new clothes one at some point. So I don't have any cash to stuff today because I'm going on holiday. But I thought I would show you what I have decided to do. I'm getting more of these as well from Miss Emma because they're beautiful. And I'm still desperate to find A5 wallets for an A5 binder. I don't know why. I can't seem to find them anywhere I look. But that is my setup. I just need some coffee, I'm sorry. Is anyone else dying in this heat, by the way? I don't have curtains in my living room. I have a curtain rod, but lived here 2 years and never had made time to get a drill to do it. So I'm nails and sheets and trying to keep cool. I'm sweating. I have to do my tasks for cleaning in front of the fan. That was my excuse. Oh, it's too hot. I'm not going to clean while it's hot, but it just became unbearable. So I hope that if you have made it this far, you've enjoyed looking at the trackers I'm using. I have another bag full of trackers, so many things, and that's where I went wrong. I got too much too soon, didn't have a plan, but I'm excited to take you on my self-care / Save for America trip journey. So if you have made it this far, can you post a firework emoji? And I hope it's okay to ask you to do that, because I know that Rosebud's Budgets does it too. So if it's not, that's fine. I don't know. Anyway, I'm trying to get back in the game, and I hope everyone has a really good rest of the weekend. It's very hot, but I will be sunning it up in Portugal. So by the time I get back again in 2 weeks, because I'm going to Portugal first, then I'll be home for 2 days, and then I'm going to Barcelona for a week, and then it's back to work. So I will be getting paid, and it will be my first proper cash stuffing video at the end of August. So until then, have a good rest of your summer, guys. Bye.